Today I'm going to give away a free t-shirt, ask and answer a question, reveal the books I bought this week, and somewhere on this episode is a mystery pop-up segment. Where will it be? It's a mystery. How y'all doing? I'm Victor, and you are watching the Comic Hero Show. Now kick that intro! This week's edition of the Comic Hero Show. I'm your host, Victor Nunley, and I am the Comic Hero. This month is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. I'm going to touch base on that later on, but for right now, it's time to give away a free t-shirt. Alright, on last week's episode, I asked, what was Hal Jordan's rank in the U.S. Air Force at the time of his honorary discharge? Well, the correct answer is Captain. And 7 people have answered correctly, and because they've answered correctly, the name's been entered in a drawing for a free tee. And that drawing takes place right now. So the winner of the free tee for this week's episode of the show is Joey Arsenault from Shreveport, Louisiana. So congratulations, Joey. You win yourself a free Comic Hero tee. Alright, here's the question for next week's episode, and this is a Spider-Man question. It's also a Green Goblin question. Which one of Spider-Man's significant others fell to her death after being thrown off the bridge by the Green Goblin? Is it A, Mary Jane Watson, B, Carly Cooper, or C, Gwen Stacy? Alright, here's some hints to help. The first hint is that this character made her first appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man number 31 in 1965 and was created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. The second hint, in an alternate universe, this character was bitten by the radioactive spider that was supposed to have bitten Peter Parker. The third hint, this character, or the character I just mentioned in the second hint, currently has her own monthly series from Marvel called Spider Blank, the Ghost Spider. And then the fourth and final hint, and this is a dead giveaway, especially if you're a moviegoer. This character was played on the big screen by Bryce Dallas Howard and Emma Stone. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in a drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. So, I gotta ask, any questions?
Questions I walk around in, questions I didn't thrive in, questions I will survive in, questions.
This question comes from James Muse from Arlington, Texas. He asks, besides comics, what other items do you collect? Well, James, the writing's pretty much on the wall. Now, but here's the thing though. I only collect action figures according to which books I read. Like right now, you see Joe the Condor. So on this episode, that would suggest that I have an issue of Gatchaman, or Green Arrow, issue of Green Arrow, or and then the Flash. Now in the beginning, when I started doing the show here at my house 6.5 years ago, I just had action figures here on the desk. I didn't, there really wasn't a rhyme or reason, I just wanted to have them on there. But then something told me that I should have action figures on the desk according to which books I'm featuring on each episode. So that's the way I've been doing it, and that's the way I'm going to continue to do it. But yes, definitely action figures. And I may or may not have bought some this past weekend. Alright, really loving these questions y'all are asking me. Y'all keep them up. And remember, they can either pertain to comics or anything within the realm, or to me in terms of the show or the hobby. But please, no personal or tasteless questions. I will neither ask nor answer them. Alright, let's get to the comics I bought this week. Comic books I bought this week. Alright, here we go. Hey everyone, Congratulations to the University of Notre Dame Fighting Irish head football coach Marcus Freeman. Last week, he was named the 2024 Paul Bear Bryant Coach of the Year. Now, he did this after 3 full seasons as the head coach of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. He was named the interim coach at the end of the regular season in 2021 after previous head coach Brian Kelly left to take the same position at LSU. And in the 3 seasons, they had done nothing but gotten better. And this past season, he led the Notre Dame Fighting Irish to a 14-2 record and a trip to the national championship game. Unfortunately, they fell short by losing to the Ohio State University Buckeyes 34-23. But it was still a great season. I'm only anticipating for things to get better with that program moving forward. So congratulations to Coach Freeman. Congratulations to the University of Notre Dame as a whole. And history was also made, but it was made twofold with Coach Freeman winning this award. He not only became the first African-American head football coach to win this award, he also became the first Asian-American head football coach to win this award as well. And one thing about me, I love history. I'm a history buff. And if someone does something historical and it's positive, I'm going to celebrate you. So, Coach Freeman, well deserved, sir. And also, congratulations to the rest of the coaching staff and the players, because let's just face it, he's only the head coach. He can't do it alone. Usually, it takes a lot of folks to rally around the coach, and that's exactly what Notre Dame has done. So, congratulations and go Irish. All right, in honor of Coach Freeman winning this award, this is a Notre Dame Comic Hero team. Now, this is the Navy one, but check this out. Here it is, a gold Notre Dame Comic Hero team. But hey, I'm not done. Check this out. There you have it, a green Notre Dame Comic Hero team. Now, if you would like a shirt, you can find them on IamTheComicHero.com/shop for $20, no matter the size. Now, last week I went to Excalibur Comics, and in addition to the books that came out last week that you'll see later on in the show, I ended up looking for 2 books, and I found them. One was an issue of Carnage that was a crossover with the previous Venom series, and then another one was a one-shot that was directly tied into the current Thundercat series that I'm reading. And I'm about to reveal what they are, and here we go. First up is Carnage number 5. And Thundercats Apex. All right, with those 2, that brings my total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 13,402. First up is Absolute Wonder Woman number 4. The Amazing Spider-Man number 66. Catwoman number 72. Detective Comics number 1093. Fantastic Four number 28. The Flash number 17. Gotcha Man number 6. Green Arrow number 20. Iron Man number 4. Justice League Unlimited number 3. Phoenix number 7. Power Girl number 17. Star Trek number 28. Superman number 22. Ultimate Spider-Man number 13. The Uncanny X-Men number 9. And finally, Wonder Woman number 17. Alright, that's 17, which brings the total number of comics that I bought since December of 1997 to 13,419. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. And here's a question again for a free tee for next week's episode of the show. Which one of Spider-Man's significant others fell to her death after being thrown off the bridge by the Green Goblin? Is it A, Mary Jane Watson, B, Carly Cooper, or C, Gwen Stacy? Now here's some hints to help. The first hint is that this character made her first appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man number 31 in 1965 and was created by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. The second hint, in an alternate universe, this character was bitten by the same radioactive spider that was supposed to have bitten Peter Parker. The third hint, this character currently has her own monthly series from Marvel called Spider Blank, the Ghost Spider. Now I would say what the blank is, but that would be giving away the answer. And then the fourth and final hint, this character was played on the big screen by both Bryce Dallas Howard and Emma Stone. Everyone who answers correctly will be entered in the drawing for a free tee on next week's episode of the show. And congratulations to Joey Arsenault from Shreveport, Louisiana, who won a free tee on this episode. Alright, now this month is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. Now, cervical cancer is cancer that starts in the cells of the cervix, which is the lower narrow end of the uterus. Majority of cervical cancer is caused by a virus called human papillomavirus, or HPV. HPV spreads through sexual contact with a person who already possesses it. Now, all types of HPV causes cervical cancer. Some of them cause genital warts, but other types may not cause any infections. Symptoms of cervical cancer are bleeding from the vagina, painful sex, abnormal vaginal discharge, and pain in the lower belly. Now, there are 4 stages of cervical cancer, and they're classified as stage 1, which is cancer, in which the cancer is constrained to the cervix. Stage 2 is when the cancer has spread past the cervix but hasn't reached the pelvic wall. Stage 3, in which the cancer is spread to the pelvic wall and has caused problems in the kidneys. And stage 4, which is spread to the bladder, rectum, and different parts of the body, which also make it metastatic. Now, diagnosis involves screening tests. These screening tests are pap smear, X-ray, CT scan, HPV DNA testing, cone biopsy, punch biopsy, endocervical curettage, magnetic resonance imaging, or MRI. And here in America, there are 200,000 cases per year, which make it rare. But I know someone who was diagnosed with cervical cancer. They beat it, but it cost, but at a very hefty cost. She had to have a hysterectomy, meaning that she cannot have children. And I mean, I'm glad that she's still here, but you know, my heart aches for her because she can't have children. I mean, I know her very well. She's a very awesome woman who I mean, but you know, there just are no words. But I know the friend that I'm talking about, if you're watching this, and if you're any woman who is even beaten cervical cancer or is currently battling cervical cancer, or if you're the family member of someone who lost her life to cervical cancer, I love y'all. I love y'all, and this episode is for y'all. Alright, this is a cervical cancer awareness comic hero tee. If you would like one, you can find them on IamTheComicHero.com/shop for $20, no matter the size. Alright, here's the hit. Alright, not the hits. Alright, here's the road ahead for the show. On next week's episode, I'm celebrating Black History Month. On episodes 512 through 514, I'm celebrating Mardi Gras, y'all, and this whole desk is going to be decked out in Mardi Gras decor, and back here I'm going to have the Mardi Gras tree. Then on episode 515, to kick off the month of March, I am raising awareness against endometriosis. And then on episode 516, I'm raising awareness of MS, or multiple sclerosis. I actually know some folks that have it, and I know some folks that have passed on from complications of MS. And that episode will be for them. All right, man, I just love doing this show. Y'all have no idea. I just love doing this show. I mean, I say it all the time. And also, I'm going to be at the second annual Louisiana Delta Comic Con in Monroe on November 8th. So y'all be there. It's going to be at a different venue. It's not going to be at the main campus this year. I don't know exactly where it's going to be, but as soon as I find out, I'll let y'all know. And then I'm going to be at the 5th annual Sin Law Collector Con in Marksville, Louisiana. It's going to be at the Earl J. Barbary Senior Convention Center, which is in the back of Paragon Casino and Resorts. It's on, I want to say it's on June 7th. It's on June 7th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if you live near or far, y'all come. All right, if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome. As soon as you're done, hit subscribe. If you're watching this on the Comic Book Lovers Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. If you're watching this on the East Texas Comic Con Fans Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. And if you're watching this on the Louisiana Delta Content Careers Facebook page, welcome. And as soon as you're done, go on YouTube and hit subscribe. All right, I'm Victor Nully. I'm the Comic Hero. I'll see you next week for episode 511. So until then, be safe, be blessed, be a hero.